sustainability, community communication, and entrepreneurship. Let me introduce you first to Roberto Hauser, Daniel Ortiz, Joniel Rojas, Margarita Chave, and Miguel Toro. We, we deeply appreciate your time and commitment to evaluate the future impact driven startup that we are going to present here.
Before we begin, please pay attention to the final guidelines. Each team will have a maximum of 4 minutes to deliver their pitch. Immediately following the pitch, there will be a 4-minute Q&A session with our judges. A visible timer will be displayed throughout these both segments. We kindly ask that you respect these time limits, as you will be gently interrupted if you exceed them. This ensures that every team has an equal opportunity.
Well, now that we have the rules clear, we would like to thank all of our participating teams for their excellent preparation and commitment to this event. We are pleased to present to you our 5 finalist teams. It's important to mention that the order of presentation is not equal to the score of these teams. So that's why the groups are going to be called in a random order to give their final pitch. So we have our finalists first, Killa and Kuna. We also have as a finalist, Kyros. The next finalist is Gel Growth. Now we have Qori Clear, and last but not least, we have PerTubes. Now that we know our finalists, please, I would like to call to our first presentation, which is going to be Killa and Kuna, please. Come forward, come to the stage. Para que tengan muy pendiente eso.
¿De aquí? Ya, gracias. No, tal vez otro micrófono, tal vez. No hay manera de que me faciliten otro micrófono.
Es que está para los jueces.
Ah, ya, muchas gracias.
Sí.
Ahorita está prendido.
Sí.
Mierda. Sí podemos, tranquilos. Tranquilos, sí podemos. Sí podemos. Sí podemos, tranquilos. ¿Cuándo no hemos podido?
No, cuando pasamos enfrente va a ser fácil.
Ten en cuenta que ustedes van a estar prendidos los micrófonos.
Tienen que estar alejados.
Ten tu uno. A ver, ¿cómo nos ponemos? Yo acá y ustedes dos allá.
Voy a ir por frente.
Ya. ¿Ya?
Hola, 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 hola.
It works.
When you travel to a small town, you walk the streets, taste the food, and take beautiful photos. But the most valuable part of this destination is not the landscape, it's the voice.
For this, Doña Teresita from Kawasaki helped us to this. She shared with us the culture, the knowledge, and the ideas for connect with the world.
The knowledge has not a fair economic channel.
In 2030, one of each 6 persons in the world will be over than 60 years. In Ecuador, the 34% of elder people didn't receive any income or pensions. At the same time, tourism is 1.6 trillion of industry with an 1.4 international arrival. It means that culture is consumed at big scale, but isn't paid enough for those who try to promote that.
That we create.
Killa and Kuna. Killa and Kuna is a digital service that helps to connect with these ideas with all the person that in all these communities to connect with a new public, a new international public to do this. How work with this? We use radio routes with micro challenges because we know where the person only listen simple audio, don't put attention with the things. For this, with the micro challenges, we use to try to cut the attention for the public.
We transfer the knowledge into immersive, monetizable experience.
Our new model includes $5 virtual routes, 25 on-site premium routes, and institutional classroom lessons. One production, several markets, and high scalability.
For validation, we work with 55 older adults. 83% of these adults want to share their knowledge with Killa and Kuna.
We have more than 100 to come evaluation sewers. With this information, we know that the clients have an intention to buy these products, and the 89% of these clients know that, want to buy this product because know that it have a social impact.
We are designing our first pilot in Kawasaki with the older adults and the first route in production by Doña Teresita. Our market is big. We start in Imbabura, then Ecuador. After that, we scale.
We know that's important, the deliberation. For this, we have the 60% for the narrators, the 20% for the partners, and the 20% to the operation and the growth stage. We know that the culture is important, but the culture is a pair, it don't share with this with the world.
We are a multidisciplinary team.
Alejandra leads research and promote of the culture. Luis leads business model, Ismael leads data analysis, and I lead digital, everything that is related with digital and growth of the audience.
We know that it's important, the partners. For this, we look for local Kawasaki partners to share the vision and ideas. And I know that it's important the viewers to share our idea with our product. For this, we have an alliance with the influencers that dedicating tourists to increase this with the older persons.
Additionally, we support by advisors of education and tourists.
We aren't improvising impact, we are creating sustainability.
We are Killa and Kuna.
We invite you to follow on social media, and thank you.
Hello. Well, thank you, Killa and Kuna, for your incredible presentation. Now, I would like to introduce the Q&A sessions, which will last 4 minutes. So please, Judge, the floor is yours. You can start your questionnaire.
You should give them an additional 10 seconds. Quick question. You said that for the first year you're going to have 10,000 paying customers. Could you please explain how you got to that number?
In this part for the customer, we call it 60. We use and explain that is a base because need to a little base to this route that go to work. For example, before to come to pay with for the narrator, because we know that this is a complex sequence to um, to 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 work. We don't have a money to catch the attention to this part of the program because the our benefits of this is the older persons, and we need to pay this for because giving us of the audio video material.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. How did you get to 10,000 paying users? What's the universe of tourists that are coming here that are willing to pay 10,000? Where did you get 10,000 people from? Okay. ¿Cómo llegaron a 10,000 usuarios pagados al primer año?
No, we didn't arrive that number. The 10K of users are from the people that have interacted with our Instagram. And yes.
Organic viewers.
Yes.
Another question, please.
Yes. Killa Kuna is an indigenous language, right? What means Killa and what means Kuna?
Well, Killa and Kuna is basically something like a camino hacia la luna. So, yeah, it's kind of philosophically.
And try to use this name because we want to tell the stories because we know that the other person share the materials, the stories, the knowledge when we are children, and with us the friends with our grandparents share with us or share with the older public.
Could you guys tell us a little bit more about the structure of costs? You arrived to one price, it's $25, right, for the service. So could you tell us what components build into the cost and how is that you build the profit out of the $25?
First of all, we asked to more than 100 people what is the price that they were disposed to pay for this, and in base of this and the time that took us for obtain the things for the routes, and we think that this is a price that is
So that is the price that they would be willing to pay.
Yeah.
But do you have an idea what costs are in your business model?
Yes, we think.
Okay, the quiz is estimated around 50 to $20. And with this promedio, we have the cost, how is the cost of the platform to this.
It's important to mention that the virtual route is $5 and $25 is the on-site premium experience.
It is also important to mention that in only one production, it means that in only one route, we can reuse this for another users. And that is what makes it sustainability.
Okay. Thank you so much, Judge, for your questions. Also, thank you again, Killa and Kuna, for your presentation. Now, I would like to give you this. Sorry? Okay. Now, Judge, you will have 3 minutes to score this team, please. And if you want. eso, Diego, solo podemos mandar esta parte acá arriba antes de esto y ya aquí solo decimos thank you y vamos al siguiente. Okay, have you finished? All of you? Thank you so much again for your evaluation. Thanks, Killa and Kuna. You can return to your seats. Congratulations for your presentation. ¿Mm? Menciona los sponsors.
Okay. Salud.
Well, while we are informing something to the judge, we would like to thanks again to our sponsors, Opticom, Illinois English School, Premium Level, and also Una Bici, Una Sonrisa. We are going to have a time after so we can go to their stands. So please stay with us. Thank you. Qori Clear y eso te les pasas el cámara para, o sea, les das el control en cámara. No sé. El link que me diste. Ahí ya los voy a pasar.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have an announcement for other pitch. So we want to announce to Wormy Care for present our pitch. Maybe Wormy Care is here?
Hello? Is Wormy Clear here? Okay, thank you.
Para arreglar los sesgos estadísticos, Wormy Care sale como...
Okay.
Dice para arreglar los sesgos estadísticos, es el sexto pitch.
Ahorita. ¿Y cómo se dice?
Statistic bias. ¿Ya? Pero explica.
Okay, guys, just to let you know, we have adjustment on the statistics of our scores, so that's why we have Wormy Clear as our sixth pitch. Thank you.
Now it's time to call our second pitch of the day. I invite Kyros to come forward and start your pitch.
Hello.
Just to remind, you have 4 minutes to deliver your pitch and 4 minutes for the Q&A session. We wish you success.
Okay, hello everyone. Did you know that globally precision farming is increasing productivity up to the 30% and reducing fertilization costs and water consumed to the 25%? But in Ecuador, and more specifically in Urkuki, the 70% of producers doesn't even have a soil analysis of their crops. And don't talk about sensors, that just 1 of 10 are using them. So together with a digital gap, it's leading to a lower income and higher rates of rural poverty. And this is the reason why, but precision farming has one problem, that is so expensive for medium scale and small scale producers. And this is the reason why we're here. Hello everyone, my name is Isra, and together with Lionel and Viviana, we are going to introduce Kyros, a new concept of agri-tech for everyone. Lionel has experience in farming processes and crop management, Viviana in agrobusiness and commercialization, and in my case, precision farming and soil properties are my strength.
Kyros appears as a solution that combines training and technology. On one hand, we provide training for local field officers and community members who work closely with producers. On the other hand, we offer a friendly, intuitive, and easy-to-use platform through which producers can contact us and receive soil data. With Kyros, producers don't need to buy any equipment. We provide technology as a service. The process starts when the producer requests the service. A local field officer visits the field, our technical team collects and processes the data in our automatic map generation system that helps to reduce costs. And the results are delivered as clear maps, soil analysis, and recommendations, with continued support to help producers apply them in the field.
Kyros' business model operates under a B2C business model. It offers an annual subscription and on-demand services for diagnostics and advertisement. Also, we have a B2B advertising model for fertilization suppliers and for machinery providers. Our financial structure is divided on 3 key areas that support service development, operative cost, and sales and marketing. This model supports Kyros to be available, to be sustainable, and for a long-term sustainable system. Here in Ecuador, according to the Agricultural Survey in 2022, it says that farming landing is around 5.2 million hectares. And according our logistics and operative cost, our system is going to have 10,000 of hectares. And here, our platform is gonna help because we're gonna reduce fertilization costs, we are gonna optimize water consumption, and the most important is that we're going to support a medium and a lot of producers to keep this system.
About our competitors, they are mainly platforms and laboratories that offer similar solutions, but most of them are not designed for our type of users. Kyros stand out because we understand the local context, we speak the same language as the farmer, and we combine technology with human support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kyros, for your presentation. We will now proceed with the 4-minute Q&A session with our judges. The floor is yours.
Please, you can start your question, Judge.
Yeah, again about the structure of costs. You said 40%, 40%, and 20%. How do you come up with those numbers? You said in the structure of costs, right? You have an idea of how big the market is going to be, but they go in the financial. Those is the structure of costs. How do you come up with those numbers, the 40%, 40%, and 20%?
Yeah, in the case of operative codes, we consider the traveling of the technicians that we take samples. In the case of service development, includes the software development, also the AI service. And for sales and marketing, obviously, we are gonna present in a lot of events of producers, present our marketing in social media.
So the 100%, how much is in dollars?
In dollars, it's around $100 to $200. This is something that we have this extra slide where we consider a price of $4 per month. That in 1 year is like $55. That is an average price of a soil analysis. But we reduce the impact by making it monthly.
You mentioned that the first step that is producer contact you throughout a platform. Producers now always have access to internet apps, familiarity with apps platforms. So if you pretend 500 producers, like market some. How is possible for Kyros get all of the market that you pretend?
Yeah, okay. Our strategy, our market strategy consists on clustering customers. For example, we have one local field officer in a place, and this local field officer will cover the most areas that he could. So, for example, here we mentioned that we point to 10,000 of hectares. In this case, this is a very low number. This case, this is just one parroquia, could be. So this is a very realistic comparison.
Can you go back to the workflow? In the workflow. Yes. In the data processing, data is analyzed. How do you analyze this data? Are you using maybe your own algorithm or your particular source code?
Yep. In this case, as we treat data of teledetection, we have a workflow from geographic information systems. We have a workflow of AI that produces a map, finally, soil analysis, and show it as a map.
But do you have your own algorithm for to do this one?
Okay, no, not yet. We do it manually in this moment.
Or are you using AI for to do?
No, yeah, like help for this moment.
Both options.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much to our judges for those proven and constructive questions. Thank you so much, Kyros, for your presentation and to share your vision with us today. Now, judges, we will have the 3-minute deliberation time to finalize your scoring cards. Once you finish, please let us know raising your hands when you finish. Dear judges, have you finished your scoring? Yes, all of us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kyros. You can return to your seats. And I ask to Gel Grow to start this preparation. Before we continue with what Gel grows, I would like to pronounce our sincere gratitude to Scaling Hub Tech, which is one of our major allies in this whole prize competition. Our sincere gratitude to them and to the effort that they make today to make this event possible. So now I invite Gel Grow to come forward and start their pitch.
Yep. While they're preparing, we will also like to extend again our sincere thankful to all of our sponsors. I would like to mention Una Bici, Una Sonrisa, Illinois English School, and also Opticon for believing in us and helping us to bring you this event. Thank you so much. Are you ready? Yeah, sure. Please give Gel Growth a warm applause.
Have you ever gone for a field trip, you return home, and you find your plants dead? Perhaps you were aware that a big amount of food losses are due to climate change and high temperatures? Gel Grow was born as an idea from three friends that want to change it. We propose to use shrimp waste from industrial produce to a sustainable and efficient solution.
Well, what about our reality in the country and the main problems that we have? First of all, Ecuador is one of the top global shrimp exporters, but its success has a dark reality. We have been producing since 2018 over 7 million tons of shrimp trail waste, and also that this is increasing, heavily polluting our ecosystem. But ironically, while we're drawing on marine waste, also we're facing that our agriculture is dying over the severe droughts that have been affecting over 35,000 hectares of crops, and this has been incrementing the prices of food. Well, what about the solution, the agrotech solutions that farmers require to address this crisis? There are two main solutions. The first one is the traditional irrigation systems that the smallholders cannot afford due to excessive expenses that they cannot fund. And the second one is the synthetic hydrogels based on potassium polyacrylate, which is a polymer derived from petroleum that contaminates soil.
Our solution, GelGrow, is a biodegradable agricultural hydrogel designed to address one of the main challenges in agriculture, water and nutrient soil. The objective is to improve basically moisture retention and nutrient availability. In this case, we try to make a hydrogel that contains macronutrients. Our product is an easy to apply hydrogel that is compatible with different crops and different systems of agriculture. It improves healthier root development and ensures basically a good retention of water. And finally, we have make us difference that have four SDGs, number 2, 11, 12, and 13.
Well, our business model planet is a B2C. We are proposing to start with the provinces of Carchin and Babura. The initial operation cost goes from $10 instead of competence. The same hydrogel and even more contaminating is around from $16 to $40, but we are trying to sell it to $15. From the incomes that we have, we are planning to use a 30% to reinvest, to use it to buy our own stuff and scaling the project in industrial way. So yeah, we are gel growth and we are improving every drop and filling every crop. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yelgrove, for your presentation. Now I would like to open the Q&A session, which will last 4 minutes. Please, Judge, you can start.
My understanding is that you have a cheaper, more eco-friendly solution than synthetic hydrogels, correct?
Yeah.
Why have hydrogels, the existing hydrogels, not solved the ODS that you're specifying? In other words, climate change and droughts. Why would your new proposal solve that particular problem?
Okay, the main problem here is that the hydrogels that currently stay in the market, they are bioaccumulative. They stay in soil and sometimes they damage it with chemicals and even with microplastics. We are proposing a solution that do not have microplastics or chemics or things that can damage the soil by itself, and also promotes the growth of plants and increases the production of local farmers. Nevertheless, our product is also looking for everyone that just wants to keep their garden plants alive for drought seasons.
Can I please see for a second the results that you guys have? No, the experimental results. One more. Yeah, I think that's the next one. Well, I guess that you guys developed the product experimentally, right?
Yeah.
So you have a formulation. You have a formulation for it.
Yeah, we have a formulation. Basically, it's a chitosan we extract from shrimp cells. That here in Ecuador, the shrimp industry is a big, and the waste is too much per year. Basically, 8 tons per year are discarded annually, and the shrimp shell basically causes skin conditions in human and deteriorate local flora and fauna. So the main use here is the chitosan and other compounds like alginate and some.
Understood. Understood. Now my question is, do you have or have you thought of any strategy to protect that formulation, a patent specifically?
Yeah, in the future we're planning to protect it and not also stay with that. We are trying to increase also the use of our hydrogels because the first time they are proposed to grown plants and to keep them hydrated, but also we're thinking to use it also for improving the germination of seeds, for example. So yeah, we're trying also to thinking in a universe of gel growth.
Is there any other question that you want to ask, judges?
Do you think about how much money do you need to initial investment? Sorry.
Yeah.
Thinking like a business, no?
Yeah, by the moment we are making our gels in the laboratory here in the university, and we start like we have a projection for the first year to send 720 kilograms per year, and from that income we have almost a reimbursement of the 30%, trying to escalate the the company, especially in the first 3 years. Later of them, we are will focus more on the incomes for ourselves. So yeah.
It's a mistake to take laboratory university like no cost, no cost because it's necessary to.
Yeah, we think about it. So the incomes are not the same of the net incomes because we know that we are using the reactives to do that. But with the reimbursement, we are looking also to independence from the laboratory of university. So yeah.
Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, thank you so much to our judge for their proving question. Thank you so much, team, for your presentation. Now we will have 3 minutes to our judge to deliberate and score this team, please.
Yeah. Dear judges, have you concluded your scoring? Thank you very much for your constructive question to the team, and also thank you, Gelgro, for your presentation today.
No? Okay, thank you so much. Now I would like to ask the group Qori Clear to come to the stage so they can present their pitch, please. No, es.
Okay. Now let's
Probando,
call
probando.
the
1,
next
2, 3.
presentation. Qori
Buenas,
Clear,
buenas,
please
buenas
come
tardes.
forward
Hola,
and
hola, hola, probando.
deliver
probando.
your pitch.
Sí. Sí, hola, hola. Todos allá. Todos acá. Déjame ver solo si sirve. Ya. Ya. Ok. ¿Ya?
Hola.
¿Ya? ¿Me avisan? Yeah, okay. Water is something we trust. We drink it. We cook with it. We give it to our children. But less than 20% of this wastewater street or rivers are becoming chemical sewers. But this is not just a problem in Ecuador. This is a problem in the world. This is a global crisis. Every single day, endocrine disrupting chemicals cost the world more than $500 billion in healthcare. And when you are talking about antibiotic resistance, causes 1.27 million deaths. As a biomedical student, I discovered the real problem. Traditional treatment plans never focus its treatment in eliminate all pharmaceutical residues. Up to 19% of these contaminants remains on water that are treated. Invisible but harmful. So we create Qori Clear. Qori Clear is aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals, good health and well-being, and clean water and sanitization. Qori Clear not just retain the contaminant, Qori Clear eliminate it. But how?
So we create eliminated because when contamination, so clear is the system when contamination invisible, pharmaceutical and endocrine contaminant that traditional system don't remove. Use advanced materials generate a new membrane to clean the old pollutions in the water. But most solution detects the problem. We eliminate it because when the contamination goes untreated, the consequences don't disappear. They become a cost.
That's why Qori Clear goes beyond treatment. We make water protection predictive. We install modular sensors that predict we install modular filtration systems with sensors that stream in real time the water quality data to our cloud. Or AI detects the concentration of the pollution before failure. Our model combines an initial installation with monthly subscription and to monitoring and replace the equipment.
So now let's talk about numbers. An SGSE lab report costs between 200 and 800 per report. And now, SGS report. Osmosis reverse system costs between $10,000 to $30,000 so just for installation, plus ongoing high maintenance. Local treatment plants are expensive, customizable, and not designed for disruptors and endocrines. Our specialized teams are backed by 2 PhD specialized in membrane technology. We have strong allies with EMAPS Quito and IEEE. Also, we are focusing B2B and B2G business.
A leadership begins with a decision. Decision to start preventing and start acting on the pollution in the water. Because when the pollution
Sorry,
is the
team,
real
your
problem.
time is over. Thank you so much for your participation. Now I gently ask you to return to your seats, and the
sorry.
judges will we have the 3 minutes.
Responder las preguntas.
Ay, perdón.
Okay.
Sorry. We have the 4 minutes Q&A session with our judges. If you have any doubt to the team, you can do it now.
Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me try to understand. You guys, what you guys are proposing is a different filter. That's what you guys have, right?
Okay,
It's a
yeah.
different filter.
That's it.
Could you summarize how is that this filter is different than any other filter, any other water filter?
Okay. The common water filter works as a physical retained contaminant, you know, but our filter has a nanotechnology nanoparticles based on zinc oxide, okay? This zinc oxide works as an photocatalytic actor, okay? And when you have the contaminant already retained in this ceramic membrane, you just photocatalyze them and you have nothing in the final effluent.
Do you have a prototype for this?
Yes, we have a prototype.
Did you guys test it
Yeah,
against?
yes, the average life also, and we test with the water that is simulated in the laboratory.
Did you do the numbers to escalate that product so someone can manufacture the product?
Okay,
so you have an idea of
a methodology.
costs.
You said a methodology.
The cost, the overall cost
Yes, I
to
think
create a product.
We have already designed this, but there are the part of our technical part. And if you want to- Okay, don't worry. This works as you need to sell this membrane, ceramic membrane, and this membrane you need to cover. This cover is made with nanoparticles, synthesized nanoparticles. You can do it with some protocols that our friends know, but I don't know what happened. And yeah, with this you can reply our model if you want to.
So you guys have a couple of numbers as to what you're planning on selling it to B2.
Sorry, could you?
You guys have numbers based on what you're planning on selling B2B and B2G, correct? I can understand how you can directly negotiate in a B2B. How are you going to negotiate, or how are you going to get a B2G contract?
Yes, the Qori Clear is already like 2 years along. So the last year we have already a meeting with the Maps Quito, and they provide us some feedback. We have a place to make pilot test. Our plan is to validate our model to business and then business to government. Thanks to some allies we have with the hospital of the police in Quito. We have a contact and a Maps.
Our first client will be Maps, because we already talked with Maps 2 years ago.
Can you go back to your numbers?
Right there?
No, the actual what you're planning on charging.
Right there?
Yeah. This one here.
This one.
Okay, so how much water are we talking about here? How many filters are you talking about here?
How
because
many
you're not going to charge this to a B2G, right? This is a B2B. Is it going to be the same thing if I do it, say, for my business, which is 5 offices, versus a hospital, which uses...
Obviously, it's different for the kind of business you wanted to do. The business to business, obviously, we have smaller numbers because business government is a lot of people, you know, like for filter treatment plants, like Maps. So these are numbers more designed to business because they are easy to get a contract and it's less bureaucratic. But we have already a plan financial to business to government.
Sorry, team, the time is over for the Q&A session. Thank you too much for
So
the
much.
constructive questions, dear judges, and thank you, Qori Clear, for your presentation. Now we have the 3 minutes deliberation time to finish your scoring cards.
Hello. Oh. While we are waiting the deliberation, we would like to tell you a little bit more about some of our sponsors. One of the sponsors is Premium Level, as you already know. Premium Level is an English academy in Ecuador that specializes in teaching the language with official certification from the University of Cambridge, providing high-level academic preparation and programs focused on excellence and international competitiveness. We would like to thank Premium Level for helping us to bring you this event.
Also, we want to thank you to our allies. Thank you, Scaling of Tech, for your commitment to innovation. And a heartfelt thank you also goes out to all the branches of the IEEE student branch at Yachay Tech for their continuous collaboration and support. Of course, we are also extend our huge thank you to our sponsors for their support in this event. Thank you to Opticom, Illinois English School, Premium Level, Una Bici, Una Sonrisa, and to all of other sponsors.
Well, dear judge, have you finished? All of you? Thank you so much. Now we would like to ask our 5 team to come to the presentation of your final pitch. Please, PerTubes, come to the stage. Yeah? Yeah. 2 more, PerTubes and Wormy Care. Yeah, you can come if you're ready. Please give them a warm applause.
Irresponsible resource management has already left several environmental and social marks in ecosystems and communities like Buenos Aires in Norcuqui, Ecuador. And agriculture overproduction causes also huge amount of residues. And we believe that there's a chance to make a difference. As in PerTubes, we say, this is not okay, let's face our mess. Everyone is somehow responsible for these problems, considering our consumption and production practices. For example, in Ecuador, tons of fruits and vegetables are wasted annually, which could also represent something similar to 160,000 Olympic pools of water waste for their production. And still, thousands of children suffer chronic malnutrition because of poor sanitation and inadequate food cares. Then, what's next?
From Buenos Aires to production waste to nanotechnology. We introduced to silver nanoparticles of a solution that attacked the bacteria. Bagua goes beyond traditional disinfection. It takes advantage of the silver nanoparticles antimicrobial properties by destroying bacteria, cell membranes.
As products are already available in markets.
You may hear nanoparticles and feel concerned. It is normal, it's new and unfamiliar. However, we are studying them rigorously. This colloidal solution can eliminate almost all bacteria in huge volumes of water, not only on the surface, with no health risk to people. Because we use organic waste, our production cost is really low. You can find Bagua in supermarkets at an accessible price per milliliter. Go ahead. As a consequence, PerTubes is a business designed for impact. Our revenue works in three directions. 70% cover production, 20% is profit, and 10% is invest directly in research. Our goal is to enhance actual projects' water remediation. We use urban markets to find a solution for rural communities, such as Buenos Aires. At PerTubes, we don't just follow global goals, we execute them. Our model hits two main targets. First, we use organic waste as a raw material. We take waste discard and transform it into a high-value nanotechnology. Second, our mission is to protect water resources. We take advantage with our technology. We ensuring their safe and responsible use through the technology we develop and sell. We are not just selling a product, we are engineering justice.
And that's what makes us different. We allow everyone who cares to take action. We are the only nanotechnological alternative in the country, which believes in social and environmental justice. That makes us empathize with movements all over the Ecuador that will believe in our products to help communities. Our team is composed by a multidisciplinary group fueled by science and critical thinking. We are PerTubes, and we're ready to face our mess.
Are you?
Okay. Thank you so much, PerTubes, for your initiative and your creativeness. Now we will open the Q&A sessions. We will last 4 minutes. Please, Judge, you can start.
Thank you for the presentation. I'm a bit confused. At what point do I use your product?
In the disinfectation, for fruits and vegetables.
Okay, so I have to purchase the fruit and vegetable and your product and then disinfect it. The same thing I would do. The same thing I would do with today with white vinegar.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you use white vinegar, you will have only a 24% of disinfection. But with our product, of course, you can improve it.
Okay, so my question based on this is how does your product solve chronic malnutrition, which was on your first slide?
As we democratize our product and we want to develop it along with the communities, we expect to first take this product to these communities without selling it to them, because we believe that they are enough vulnerable to then go and sell something to them.
Okay, thank you.
Who is going to pay for the product? Because you only told about Buenos Aires, but the market is all Ecuador because you have competition.
Yeah, of course, we have competition, but as we were saying, we have advantages that will allow us to, of course, take advantage of the market that is already buying products similar to the ones we develop. But as we were saying, we are the first nanotechnological alternative that, for example, in other countries already exists, but here in Ecuador, not yet.
So the place to sell.
What? Sorry?
The place that you pretend to sell the product.
Of
where
course,
is? It's not too easy get a product in supermarkets, Corral.
Yes, we are still researching which is the real market we could access, but that's something we still have to do.
I guess that the question would be, how appealing do you think that it would be what your product can provide? It is for me clear that it is a superior product. It is for me clear that. But how do you think that you would make appealing to the customer that might not value the advantages of the product?
As we were saying, there are a lot of reasons. Currently, there are problems like minery, we are working with communities that are exposed to minery. And we want to empathize with this new alternative and also how it could trigger the sensitiveness of people, and that will make the product more accessible to them.
I'd like to make a suggestion. Instead of this being a business-to-consumer product, may I suggest that you focus on a business-to-NGO product? So find NGOs that are already working in those communities and sell your product to those NGOs, because there you're actually creating a value added that's clearly identifiable. Whereas if you're trying to get the consumer to understand the difference between white vinegar and nanoparticles, it's going to be a really hard uphill.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for the recommendation.
Thank you so much, dear judge, for your probing questioning. And thanks again, PerTubes. Congratulations for your presentation. Now we will have your 3 minutes space so you can deliberate and score this, please.
During this time, I would like to mention one of our sponsors. First, we have Opticom, which is an internet and telecommunications service provider offering business and residential solutions. We have also Dynacom, a technology company specialized in telecommunication solutions, connectivity, and internet access. We have Una Bici, Una Sonrisa, which is a social organization that promotes access to bicycles to generate social impact and promote sustainable mobility. We have Marca ATV, a track cycling sports project that promotes the development and high performance of young athletes in national and international competition.
Yeah. Excuse me, dear judge, have you finished scoring this team? All of you? Thank you so much. Now we would like to ask for our last but not least team of presentation. Please come to the stage, Wormy Care.
Hi.
Rosa lives in a rural area. She is 3 months pregnant, in constant pain. What Rosa doesn't know is that her body is already sending a warning signal, a possible preeclampsia, kidney damage, or infection, critical complications during pregnancy. But the problem is not poverty or distance. The gap is a system with limited healthcare centers and lack of knowledge that many women face during pregnancy, especially in rural areas. In Ecuador, 60,000 pregnant women don't have access to adequate prenatal checkups. And also, preeclampsia represents a mortal problem for them. In addition, in Guayaquil, 50% of pregnant women have suffered this condition to some degree. When access fails, the prices increases. And in this case, the global market of preeclampsia was valuated in $1.13 billion in 2025, and is expected to grow by 2034 in $1.46 billion. But the problem and the price to pay is not money, is the lives lost too soon.
When the healthcare system cannot reach women in time, Wormy Care can, starting at home. Wormy Care is a kit which includes a rapid and disposable prenatal risk system that you can use at home. It uses a small urine sample. The test works in a similar way like a rapid COVID test, without the need for travel or long waiting times. Each kit provides a step-by-step guide to understand, to perform the test, interpret results, understand signal danger signs, and understand when to seek medical care immediately, ensuring use even without internet access. Wormy Care business model operates under a B2B2C model, designed to be scalable and accessible. One kit covers one monthly prenatal checkup with a final price of around $6 per kit, with a significant potential for cost reduction as production increase. We will distribute to pharmacy chains, independent pharmacies, local distributors that already cover rural areas. To accelerate adoption and validate impact, we will also partner with local health organizations and maternal health programs. Today, for many women, a simple check means money, travel, waiting, barriers that many women cannot overcome. Wormy Care brings the first warning step to the home, so families can act fast before it becomes an emergency. Wormy Care aligns with multiple SDGs, particularly with good health and well-being. Over the next 5 years, Wormy Care has the potential to reduce obstetric emergency caused by late detection.
Our multidisciplinary team is led by our CEO with background in biology. And also, our CFO is in charge of the economic viability. We don't invent a new technology. We innovate by implementing an existing tool to make that affordable, portable, and accessible. And today, we Wormy Care are going to wonder, are you ready to join Wormy Care? Are you ready to join Wormy Care and help that person, that mother, that sister, and her baby to have access to the medical system?
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Wormy Care, for your presentation. We now open the 4 minutes Q&A session with our judges. You can start now.
Could you tell us how you come up with the cost? I think it's $3 per unit. How do you come up with those numbers?
In this case, our business model, we take into account different costs, operational costs. For example, the 3D printing prices that are one of the most important things. Also, the material, the raw material that we use for this kit is PLA, that also we take into account for the final cost. And the operational ones also were very important, and marketing and transportation. Those were the main guide in order to establish that price and make it profitable in order to be sold.
Just one follow-up. I just want to make sure. You're going to collaborate with the Fat Lab, I guess. Yeah. But in your cost, similar to another group, you are assuming that eventually you are going to invest in your own lab, so to be able to manufacture these, right?
We realized a cotization in local 3D print of these prototypes, and we saw that our product, the prototype cost around $1.25, just the outside prototype, yeah, the case. And with the intern phase reactive that we will use is the $3 for the cost production.
What about the distribution costs?
In case of the distribution cost, we have first our pilot program that is going to be studied for 6 months, and we discovered that in this case the transportation and the distribution cost will be around $5,000 for this pilot program that we want to do in 2 channels. First, the distribution directly to different drugstores, pharmacies, and also collaborate with no governmental organizations. So we are going to use these 2 pathways in order to go to the market.
Quick question. If you're going to work with NGOs, have you considered what type of financing is available to you at the moment?
Please, could you repeat a bit louder?
If you're going to be working with NGOs, have you considered what type of financing is available to you at the moment?
If we want to, the next step of our project is to enhance our business model to pass to B2G. But in the first step, we want to focus on the B2B2C model to reduce the cost. But for example, if we scale to the B2G, the cost will have a reduction to distribute to all the healthcare system, public healthcare system.
By establishing partnerships and allies with all these non-governmental organizations.
What type of permissions do you need for the products?
In this case, we were investigating and we need to follow the regulations of ARCSA because our product is considered an in vitro device, which means that we need ARCSA to give us the permissions in order to distribute our product to the population.
Thank you so much, dear judges, for your insightful questions. And thank you so much, Wormy Care, for sharing your innovative idea with us.
Congratulations.
Now we have the 3-minute deliberation time to finish the scoring cards.
Well, now, while we are waiting, I would like to talk you about other of our important sponsors. Illinois English School. Illinois English School is a language academy specialized in teaching English. This academy is located in Ibarra, and it offers a training program for different ages and levels. This program uses modern technologies and methodologies to focus on the development of comprehensive communication skills. We would like to thank Illinois English School for helping us to bring you this event.
This event will not be possible without our allies. I want to thank you, Scaling Health Tech, for their commitment and innovation. A heartfelt thank you also goes out to all the branches of the IEEE student branch at Yachay Tech for their continuous collaboration and support. Okay. Thank you so much for all the participants and the judges for being here, sharing your time, and making this event possible. Now I invite to the general public and all our participants to follow our guides for the Logistic Commission, who will be in charge for guiding you to the stands of our sponsors that are located outside this hall. For our judges, I will ask that you have a final deliberation time to have the final results of this final round.
Otra noche, otra. Con ese culito me busqué ya. Parce, tiene que moverse. Pues hay que pasear la Jordan y la. Sigue aquí tomando. Ahora todo cambió. Le toca a ella. Ayer la vi.
sí. Eh, Hello. Well, good afternoon again. We now are going to present the raffle for the whole prize. So please direct your attention to the screen. We are going to use our website to obtain our 7 winners of this program. Please remember that after each number, we are going to have a time of verification to prove that this ticket has been sold. Now, for our first prize, we have a lasagna hawaiana from La Más Fresa. And our winner is the number 277. Can you help us verify it, please? If someone of the winners is here, I would like you to come if you are called, please. Okay, we have confirmed that we have sold these 277. Thank you so much. Now we have the next prize, that is a monthly card from the gym of Urkuki. And our winner is the number 116. Please give us some time to verificate. No, we don't have, so we haven't sold, sorry, the 116, so we are going to rule again. We have the 362. Sorry, we haven't sold that. The next is 170. Yeah, we have our winner for the monthly gym card. The next prize is a combo de hamburguesa con papas y pollo broster from La Casona. So, our winner is the number 350. Sorry, yeah. We haven't sold that number, so we are going to rule again. Sorry. And the winner is 301. Okay, we are going to have to look for another winner to this prize. 339. Yeah, we have our winner for this prize from La Casona. Next, we have a generous prize from Patomar, which is a canelazo or a vino hervido. And the possible winner is 88. We have our winner for this prize. Now, the following prize is from Candy House, which is an arreglo de golosinas. And the possible winner is 449. No. We have the winner for this prize. Now, the next one is from Lavanderia de Red, which is an amount of 10 libras of clothes. And the possible winner is 335. We don't have yet a winner for this one, so we can rule again. 416. No, we don't have a winner for this prize. Please rule again. And we have 555. It's a hard prize, I guess. We don't have yet a winner, so now 410. We have a winner for this prize. Thank you so much. And finally, we have the last prize, which is from Pizzas Isabella. It is a small pizza of 4 portions. So the possible winner is 541. Okay, let's rule again. We don't have a winner yet. 86. We have a 86. Yeah, we have a winner for Pizza Isabella. Thank you so much for staying with us here. Now, I would like to open a space where we are going to give a little present for our judges. So I would like to ask each of you to come individually to receive your present. Please, let's start with Dr. Miguel Toro. Can you come to the front, please? It is our pleasure. Yeah. It is our pleasure to can give you this little prize and recognition for your time helping us here evaluating this pitch. Thank you so much. Okay, it's important to mention that these little presents are from Yachay Tech and also from one of our sponsors, which is Opticom. Now I would like to ask Roberto Hauser to come to the stage, please. Thank you so much for your time here. Now, please, Margarita Chavez, can you come to the stage? Now, Melanie is going to give the present for Fabian Jimenez. Please. And last but not least, we would like to give this little present to Joniel Rojas. It is an honor for us to recognize you for this time and your so good feedback to our teams. This is a little present that may cannot recognize all of
Oh, sí, ya les digo.
Hello, hello. Yeah, sorry. As I Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Okay. As I was saying, sorry, this may not recognize all of your experience and time, but it's a little present from us to you for giving you some of your time to help us evaluating these teams. Now, to mention to our public, you know that we have great prizes from each of our winners. So first, I would like to let you know what are the prizes for the third place of this competition.
Okay. The third place goes to receive a breakfast for two at El Leñador, a dinner for two at Vinilo, a kayaking experience for two couples, a music box, two partial scholarships to Illinois English School, 4 tickets to the Thermas of Papayacta pools, a dental cleaning, an ISA water bottle, a sea kit, science kit, and a 5% discount on workshops, courses, or camping at Research Station Sumacbillo.
Ahora nos gustaría invitar a Roberto Hauser para que nos ayude presentando el premio del del tercer lugar. No, perdón, Fabián Jiménez para el tercer lugar. Una disculpa.
Hola. Hola. Ready? Okay. Bueno, buenas tardes con todos. Voy a anunciar el tercer lugar y nada, agradecerles antes de nada. Y el tercer lugar es para... Un poquito más duro. A ver, vamos otra vez. Y el tercer lugar es... Bien, chicos, Helgrau.
Muchas felicidades, muchachos, por favor, pasen al escenario.
Se lo merecen. ¿Listo?
Por favor, un aplauso para nuestro tercer lugar de esta competencia. Muchas gracias, Hellgrowth, por su valiosa participación y muchas felicidades por su premio. Ahora nos gustaría dar a conocer los premios para el segundo lugar de esta competencia. En el segundo lugar se estarán llevando primero un desayuno para 2 personas en El Leñador, una estadía de una noche para 2 personas en Tunas y Cabras, 2 cupones de 50% de descuento para experiencia de parapente, 4 full day en Campo Colibrí, una beca completa para Illinois English School, 4 entradas a las piscinas de termas de Papayacta, una taza y un tomatodo de Isa, un kit de cocina de Sea Kids y un 10% de descuento en talleres, cursos o camping en Research Station Sumac Bio. Para este premio nos gustaría llamar a Joniel Rojas para que presente el segundo lugar, por favor.
El segundo lugar es... PerTubes.
Muchas felicidades, muchachos. Muchas felicidades, muchachos, por tan innovador proyecto.
Y ahora el momento más esperado de la noche, nuestro primer lugar de Hult Prize on Campus. Este equipo ganador va a recibir una beca FIDAL evaluada en $3,000, un desayuno para 2 personas en El Leñador, una estadía de una noche para 2 personas en Polylepis Lodge, 2 cupones del 50% de descuento para experiencia de parapente, 4 full day on Campo Colibrí, productos de 1 case, 4 entradas para las piscinas termas de Papayacta, más 4 almuerzos de su menú casero, una taza y una libreta de ISA, un kit de Ciencias Kids, una membresía en Premium Level y una beca del 95% para una semana de voluntariado científico en Research Institution Sumac Bio, en la reserva Sumac Yachay in situ en Mera, Pastaza. Para esto queremos llamar a Roberto Hauster para que nos ayude con nuestro primer lugar en esta competencia.
Y el primer lugar para el Hult Prize es Wormy Care.
Felicitaciones Wormy Care, se nota que su proyecto innovador llegó a conquistar a todos nuestros jueces. Una ronda de aplausos para Wormy Care.
Muchas felicidades, Wormy Care. Queremos agradecer profundamente a todos por su participación y por su tiempo en este evento. Ahora nos gustaría invitar nuevamente a nuestra campus director para que nos dé unas palabras sobre este evento. Por favor, Mayerly Tituaya. Un aplauso, por favor.
Primero, me gustaría felicitar a los 3 equipos ganadores. Yo sé el esfuerzo que han puesto desde varios meses y estoy muy feliz por los resultados y doy mis felicitaciones a Wormy Care, a PerTubes y a Hellgrows. Se los merecen, chicos. Ahora, hice un script porque no quiero dejar a nadie afuera. Por eso quiero comenzar agradeciendo a Dios por darme la fortaleza y la oportunidad de vivir este momento tan especial. A mis padres, gracias por su apoyo incondicional y por creer en mí, incluso cuando esto se estaba volviendo difícil. Este logro también es suyo. A nuestra universidad, quiero agradecer a las autoridades, a los rectores, a los directores de Bienestar, Logística, Comunicación, por crear espacios donde los jóvenes podemos liderar y generar un impacto real. Agradezco por su apoyo y coordinación y por hacer posible este evento. Agradezco a mi comité organizador, porque cada reunión, cada idea, cada esfuerzo detrás de escena dio sus frutos. Especialmente a mi deputy, Maye. Gracias por estar a mi lado y no rendirte nunca. Ay. No puedo. Quiero agradecer a mis amigos por no renunciar cuando les tenía a las 3 de la mañana haciendo decoraciones y por ayudarme a encontrar soluciones en cada situación difícil. Quiero agradecer a nuestros miembros del comité, mentores, expertos y jueces. Gracias por su tiempo, su conocimiento, su experiencia, sus consejos y por ser guía para los equipos. Su presencia, tanto del comité, expertos, aliados, sponsors, jueces, realmente ha hecho que toda esta experiencia, toda esta competencia, todo este bootcamp y cada evento que realizamos haya tenido valor. Asimismo, quiero agradecer a los equipos porque cada evento que pensamos fue en su beneficio. Gracias por ser parte de cada evento que organizamos, desde un bingo donde hubieron gente jugando desde afuera por el espíritu del bingo de Hult en Yachay hasta una actividad de reforestación donde los chicos supieron por primera vez qué es usar un asadón. Agradezco su compromiso y energía, hicieron que todo este evento tuviera sentido. Y finalmente, quiero agradecer a nuestros sponsors, a nuestros aliados, por creer en el talento joven y apoyar nuestra visión de Hult Prize en Yachay Tech. Quiero decirles que hoy no solo celebramos una competencia, sino que celebramos todo el trabajo que hicimos en equipo y muchas gracias por estar aquí. Gracias a todos por hacer todo esto posible.
Muchísimas gracias, Mayerle, por tu intervención. Y para finalizar, queremos agradecer de nuevo a todos por su presencia, queridos jurados, queridos participantes, querido público general. Muchas gracias por habernos acompañado durante este evento y haber hecho posible llevar a cabo. Gracias por su tiempo aquí.